I run a comprehensive stool analysis on almost every fertility patient I see. Not because I'm obsessed with gut health as a wellness trend, but because what I find on it consistently explains why everything else they've tried hasn't worked yet. A comprehensive stool analysis, the GI map is one of the most well-known versions, is a DNA-based stool test that identifies exactly what's living in your gut and what it's doing to your body systemically. It looks at pathogenic bacteria, parasites, H. pylori, opportunistic organisms, markers of intestinal inflammation, leaky gut markers, secretory IgA, your gut immune defense, and the overall balance of your microbiome. And what I find consistently in my fertility patients changes the entire clinical picture. H. pylori, the bacteria most associated with ulcers, shows up far more frequently in couples with unexplained infertility than most people realize. H. pylori creates systemic inflammation, impairs nutrient absorption, and disrupts the acidic environment required for proper digestion and micronutrient assimilation. When I find and address H. pylori, the downstream hormonal picture often shifts significantly. Another thing I find is significant dysbiosis, which is overgrowth of opportunistic bacteria depleting our beneficial bacteria. This shows up in almost every woman I see with endometriosis and PCOS because the gut microbiome directly regulates estrogen metabolism through estrobolome. When gut bacteria balance is impaired, estrogen gets recycled instead of cleared. Estrogen dominance follows, endometriosis is fed, and PCOS is worsened. Low secretory IgA is another finding I see all the time. It's an immune marker of gut defense and shows up consistently in women with recurrent pregnancy loss. Because secretory IgA is the front line of immune tolerance. When it's depleted, immune dysregulation follows. And immune dysregulation is one of the most significant and underinvestigated drivers of recurrent miscarriage. And elevated calprotectin. This is the marker of intestinal inflammation, and it shows up in women whose systemic inflammatory load is driving hormonal chaos and whose supplements are being absorbed into an inflamed gut that can't utilize them. Here's the line that I want you to understand. Your gut is not a separate system from your reproductive system. The inflammation originating in your gut reaches your ovaries. The bacteria in your gut regulate your estrogen. The integrity of your gut lining determines what your body can absorb and utilize, and this also affects men and sperm health. When the gut picture is not addressed first, every other fertility information lands on a compromised foundation. This is why I run this test before I recommend a single supplement. If your fertility journey has never included a comprehensive gut health assessment, the picture is incomplete. If you're ready, comment root cause below and I will send you a link to my free fertility webinar.